G'day guys, how's it going? This is Jordan. Welcome back to Hitman 2. So we're doing the bonus levels, which are New York and Haven, which finish off the story of Hitman 2, and we're going to do it Silent Assassin, suit only, master difficulty, basic loadout, default starting position. Let's get into it.
Welcome to New York, 47. The Milton Fitzpatrick Bank is open for business, but it seems there's some sort of investigation underway. Expect increased security. Your target, Director Athena Savalas, can be found in her top-floor office, overlooking the iconic Teller Hall. Head of Security, Mateo Perez, is roaming between the vault area and the Teller Hall, talking to employees. And Head of Accounts, Fabian Mann, can be found on the investment banker floor and the top floor of the bank, driving the internal investigation. Remember, we need to secure the data from the bank's reinforced vault, or, alternatively, acquire 3 hard drives carried by the director and her 2 lieutenants, Mann and Perez. Good luck, 47.
Thanks, Diana. Alright, let's get into it. First thing we have to take note of is that guard there. We need to knock him out and get the items that he's carrying. He's carrying some very important keys that we'll need, so we're going to pick the lock on this door here. We're going to shoot out that camera so we can use this hallway without worrying about being recorded. We're going to drop a gun on the floor right about there. We're going to open the door, cause a distraction, get someone to notice the gun. In this case, it's not the guard we want, but it's this guard here, and it's actually quite useful that we get this bloke out of the way anyway, so he doesn't become a distraction later when we're trying to get the guard we want. See you, mate. Good night. So in he goes. So we're going to set up the exact same distraction again. This time I'm going to use his gun, not dropping my gun on the floor again. Fuck that. Paid a lot of money for me, short baller. So now we've got to wait for him. He's got that very telltale silhouette. There he is, right over there. There he is. G'day, mate. How you doing? So we're waiting for him to finish his circuit. I'm actually going to put a cut in here because it takes several bloody minutes. So he's back. He's in position. So we're going to distract one of the civilians. They're going to come looking for the coin. They're going to see the pistol. There she goes. It's actually the janitor. Now, because he's the closest guard, he's going to come and investigate. If we didn't get rid of the guy behind the counter, he would have been the one she got. So luckily, it's old Guy Sebastian here. We're going to knock him out, mostly for having that hairdo. We're going to pop him into the cabinet. Don't know why I didn't do the one he was closer to, but whatever. Oh, that's right. Yep, there's a reason why I didn't do that. I'll explain it a bit later. So pick up his pistol and all of his important keys, including the key card that will get us down to the vault, into the vault area, right over here. So we needed his key card for this key card reader. So now we can get down into the vault to get to the data core. Here we go. Now be careful, there's a camera right outside this door here. So I'm going to open up the camera, go to open up the door, shoot the camera. Now it will cause one of the guards to be distracted, but luckily he won't follow up on investigating. There it is, one of them got distracted somehow. So I'm just making sure he's not coming out to investigate, and he decides, bugger it, it's not worth it, and he goes back to just standing there doing sweet fuck all. So we're going to pick the lock on this cabinet here. We're going to grab the chloroform. We're going to use that to knock out all those guards in that security office there by putting the chloroform into this air conditioning unit. There we go. So the reason why I decided to do this guide is that it fits in with all of my other guides. It's Silent Assassin suit only master difficulty, but it also takes into account that if you haven't played the level or if you're not familiar with the level, you don't need any specialist equipment. You can come in and do this straight away. You don't have to have any sort of secret gadgets or anything that you haven't unlocked on previous levels. So if you're coming in with the restricted loadout, this is a perfect playthrough. It's very time consuming, I'm not going to lie about that, but I've never really been about the optimal time on levels. I like to actually explore the level and do all the environmental exploits and things. So I stash all these guards for no reason. I've never had the guards being left in that office be a problem, but for some reason I always pick them up and drag them into there. So you don't have to bother doing this. I highly recommend that you don't. It's just I guess I've got OCD about stashing unconscious guards. Okay, so we're at the very important item that we need, that guard dropped, which is the deposit box master key, which means we can open up that deposit box right there. And that allows us to get the key card to access the vault, because otherwise you would need an electronic key hacker, which is a specialist unlock item. So if you don't have that, this is a good way to get around that. Also, we wouldn't have been able to get through that door upstairs without a electronic key hacker either if we didn't get the key card off the guard.
This is
Beautiful.
The vault,
So,
47.
yep,
The
really,
core
is
should be
it?
behind that large steel door.
I thought it was the deli. Okay, so the reason why I'm going over here is that we need a briefcase to conceal the data core. So I'm going to also take into account that if you didn't bring a briefcase, there's one right here that we can use. That's handy. Now, for some reason, this janitor here actually half spotted me. And that has never happened before. I don't know if that's a difference between the Hitman 3 version of this level and the Hitman 2 version. But for some reason, she almost spotted me there. And that has never happened to me before. So that was interesting. Almost stuffed up my run. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through this locked area here. Well, it's not locked, it's just closed off. I'm going to grab the truck key next to this sleeping guard. I actually don't use the truck exit, but I grabbed it just in case we came back this way. The very important thing we need is in this deposit box right here, which is the, I think it's called the Cronkite file. Yes, it is. So we're going to hand that off to the investigator that's upstairs. So I think her name's Scarlett, something like that. If we give her the file, she uses the information to cause a crash in the stock market, which causes Athena to come downstairs, which gives us an opportunity to get her alone. Alrighty, and it's not that way, it's to kill her. There's nothing funny going on. This is very cool the way that this vault opens, by the way. Check this out. Giving Fallout a run for its money. Look at that vault opening, mate. Bloody beautiful. Okay. So there's another keycard area. Yep, thanks, Diana.
You now have access to the vault.
Yeah, I do. So we deactivate the security grid here. Otherwise, we'd set off an alarm. There's the data core right there. But first, I'm going to grab all of these gold bars because, you know, why wouldn't you? Well, not all of them, obviously. Just the very select ones that I can grab. Beautiful stuff. Add that to the collection of gold bars I dragged out of Dubai. Early retirement is looking good. So now we can just pull the server out of the rack here. The server, the data core.
Good work, 47.
Conceal it in the briefcase because
The
carrying...
event's secured for now.
Yep, thank you,
Careful
Diana.
not to lose it. If anyone sees you with that wrap,
Yes.
my guess is you'll draw a lot of unwanted attention.
Yeah, I was just about to explain that. It is an illegal item, so if we carry that around without it being concealed, everyone is alerted. So that's why we need a briefcase to conceal it. So now we're no longer trespassing, so we can just move through this area with no worries whatsoever. We're going to go and hand off the file. And then it's just a waiting game to get old Athena Savalas down into an area where we can get to her. There's the reporter there. What's your name, love? Is it Scarlet? It's something like that. Scarlet, Ruby, Red, something like that.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, there you go, love.
Yes.
Put it to good use.
Just make sure the information will be put to good use.
Yeah,
Oh, you can
that's what I
bank
said.
on that. Who are you?
Fuck off, nosy.
What's your role in this?
I'm not important. Good luck.
It sounds like Miss Red has quite a scoop on her hands. My guess is this will cause a major market.
Yeah, all right, shut up, Diana.
which
I've got
is sure
to
to bring the
explain
director
something.
out from
So
the Fallout
usually,
office.
shut up, Diana. There's a guard standing here. Now, in the bit that I cut out when I was waiting to knock out the guard with the afro, I lured him into here, knocked him out, and placed him in that cabin. Now, if you haven't done that, it's not a big deal. You just have to run around and use the double doors back there that we first came in through just to get around behind the guard. But otherwise, you can just knock him out. So that's the reason. Usually there's a guard there. I knocked him out and it was lost in the cuts, unfortunately. So usually what I try to do is run up the stairs. And the reason why I'm looking at this guard is that you have to wait for him to leave, because when he's looking at the stairs, he spots you. But I decided to try a different approach in this run, which is why I stashed the briefcase downstairs, because I'm going to try and climb my way up there. So if we come around here, I just showed that guard. So if you do decide to go up the stairs, just be careful. Wait for that guard to leave. But behind this tree here, there is a pipe that we can climb up to get up into that overlook area there, and you can actually get up here without being spotted. And the reason why I stashed the briefcase, obviously you can't carry the briefcase while you're climbing a pipe, and I left it in an area where nobody's going to discover it. So all we have to do now is wait for the stock market to crash, wait for Athena to come down, and she's going to crack the shits at everybody working on the stock floor there. And then she's going to come around to this area here and make a phone call, and that's when we can get to her. So I've sped all this up because it is quite a long wait. Hopefully we should be coming up to the stock market crash pretty soon. Here we go, there it is. So she's going to crack the shits. She's going to come downstairs, tear strips off everybody, and then come around here to separate herself. So down she comes. I decided to speed all this up because this was a long wait. Unfortunately, with this approach, there is a lot of waiting. There is, obviously, if you come in with all the right equipment, the Silent Assassin suit only on this map is really, really easy and very fast. But I wanted to do it with the basic loadout from the default location, because a lot of the guides that you see on YouTube take into account that you have all this unlocked equipment, and I don't think that's very fair for people who are newer to the game. I'm going to kill you in a minute, love. I was just having a chat with the audience. That's fine, don't worry about it. You haven't seen much, love. You'll never see anything again. So we're going to stash her away. I pick up her part of the backup data disk, although I totally don't need to because we do have the data core downstairs. But, you know, free shit, why wouldn't you? I can take that home and use it to store some games or porn or whatever I want. Alrighty. So now we're just on our way out, pick up a cheeky free newspaper, catch up on the news. Don't often get to New York, want to find out what's going on in the joint. So now we just trace our steps back out, grab our briefcase, and I'll show you the door that you can get through if you haven't knocked out that guard, which is these double doors right up here. So you can actually, if you haven't knocked out the guard that's back there guarding that entrance, you can just come around and come through there. So it's not a big deal if you haven't done that. G'day, mate. Decided this bank is a shithole. I'm on my way out to keep banking with a good old Commonwealth Bank. And that's it, guys. Silent Assassin suit only, master difficulty, basic loadout, default starting location, whatever else we want to add onto the title there, it's all done. So we'll just wait to get the confirmation, then I'll let the final movie play, and that'll be it. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you'd like to see the ending of the video, just keep watching and you'll see the cutscene that links to our next location, which is Haven Island. But apart from that, thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the episode, please leave a like. If you'd like to help me grow the channel, consider subscribing. Any hints, any tips, any comments that you may have, chuck it down in the comments and I'll check it out. But apart from that, thank you once again, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Olivia has found something interesting. I'll tell you on the way.
Where are we going?
To paradise, 47.